We apologize for the technical difficulties. We have worked them out as it's difficult up here using a hot spot with the Alaska service that is different than in the lower 48, but it seems that we've got it figured out as Matei there gets himself a leadoff single on Michael Potter to put one runner on here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Luke Glasgow, the right fielder. Luke Glasgow out of the University of California, San Diego. Hometown is Huntington Beach, California, similar to the left fielder Nick Upstill. As Potter prepares for this one, and this one's going to be sent into deep right center field. Ruocco getting under it, and he handles that one for out number one. Collegians able to get a hit on the board, getting a hit in the top of the second inning from Garrett Fisher, but still nothing could get going there as we are still scoreless in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Potter is going to be a grounder to second. Chatterton takes an awkward bounce off of second base. Going to third is Matei, as that's going to be a double, and that could have possibly been turn two, but an awkward bounce there in the infield disrupts the second baseman Jackson Chatterton from fielding that. That one goes out into center field. Matei comes around to third base, and Glasgow gets himself a double.
Up next, number 2, Carson Gross.
So that's going to put two runners in scoring position. Excuse me, that was Travis Warner who got the double there. This ball is going to be tipped back and go foul to bring up an even 1-1 count. One out here, bottom of the second inning, still scoreless here from Fairbanks as the 1-1 pitch is preparing to come in from Potter. And this one's going to be sent into deep center. Will likely score Matei as Vogel gets under it, and he will throw to third, and that one's not going to be in time. As one run comes home for the Goldpanners to put them up 1-0.
Up next, number 1, Dominic Hughes.
Brings up the center fielder Dominic Hughes to round out the order. As the 0-2 pitch from Potter comes in, and this one's going to be high in the strike zone for strike number 1. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties trying to figure this out. We will look to improve as the week goes on using this connection. But it seems that we've got it figured out here as the 0-2 pitch comes in. This one's going to be high, ball 1. The 1-1 from Potter. This one's going to be high, ball 2. Two one's going to go off the knee of Fisher and go back. That will score Warner, and that'll put the Panners up 2-0. It's always dangerous having a runner on third there. That ball just low and goes off the knee of Fisher and out. As the 2-1 comes in, and this one's going to be high, and that one's going to be called for ball 4, as Dominic Hughes is going to take his base. And we're back to the top of the order with Garrett Cooper.
Goldpanners number 5, Garrett Cooper.
Michael Potter here with 2 outs, going to try and work his way out of this one. Again, very packed crowd here. Huvu Brewing Company here out of Fairbanks sponsoring the night, as this pitch is going to be sent back by Cooper to bring up an 0-1 count. Really cool environment here. Great fan base out here supporting the Goldpanners. Potter takes a look at first and throws this one in, and that's a great pitch. Fastball in for strike 2. And he's going to look to get out of this one. Runner on first base, that's Dominic Hughes, who is the center fielder. This pitch is going to be in, and this one's going to be sent straight into center field. Vogel's going to field it. He's going to go to third. Ackerman drops the ball. That will advance Cooper to second. And that'll put 2 runners in scoring positions with 2 outs here. Unlucky break there, as Goldpanners continue to take advantage off of some Collegians' miscues in the infield and get some extra bases. As with 2 outs, there's 2 runners in scoring position for Marco Pirusello. This one's going to be sent foul, strike 1. It's been a great season, officially with the win, the second win over the NoCo Roughnecks on Saturday. The Collegians have officially clinched the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League title and will be headed for Wichita in a few weeks. This one's going to be low, ball 1. That tournament will take place August 4th through 14th, with I believe the first 4 days taking place in Hutchinson, Kansas. And then if the Collegians were to move on, they would play in Wichita for the remainder of the tournament. Really good opportunity. MVC tournament, such a historic tournament out there. This pitch is going to be high, ball 2. Very historic tournament. It's going to be good for a lot of these players to get out there and just continue to get some baseball in. With a lot of them, not playing in the spring with COVID canceling a lot of their seasons. This has been the first baseball they've gotten in a long time. The 2-1 comes in. This one's going to be high, bring up a 3-1 count. And so they want to get as much baseball as they can in this summer. Fisher's going to have a word with Potter at the mound. And Potter just needs one more out to get out of this one. Three-one count with runners on second and third. It's Dominic Hughes on third, Garrett Cooper at second, and this one's going to be called strike 2. So full count coming up on Piuricello. See what Potter has in his bag here. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a drop, strike 3. Fisher's going to get there, though. He's going to throw to D at first, and D will get the force out at first. So a little bit of a sketchy situation there. He swings and misses on strike 3. Fisher drops the ball, unfortunately, and it gets away from him. The throw to Sean D a little out of the way, but he's able to get his foot on the bag. And that's a huge out right there because that avoided another run being scored. But 2 runs do score for the Goldpanners in the bottom of the second inning as we head to the top of the third with the Collegians down 2-0. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Top of the third inning we go with the Collegians down 2-0 after Goldpanners get 2 bottom of the second inning runs as this first pitch into the right fielder Ruocco is in the zone for strike 1. RJ Aranda remaining on the mound, throwing a good game so far. Only 1 hit for the Collegians so far as Ruocco clips this one to bring up an 0-2 count. Looks like that one may have caught his left hand a little bit, causing Ruocco some pain. In the on-deck circle is Ryan Vogel. Back to the top of the order and with up still in the hole. The 0-2. This one is going to be high for ball 1. One and 2, this one outside, ball 2. The 2-2 from Aranda. That one outside, ball 3. So full count coming up for AJ Ruocco. The 3-2 pitch. This one is going to be just outside the zone, and it's going to be called for ball 4 as the Collegians get another base runner on. First one in this top of the third inning. And we'll see if Ryan Vogel can do anything to get something going for the Collegians. Vogel 0 for 1 on the day with a pop-up to third. His first pitch is outside, ball 1. Pickoff move back to first, and Ruocco's going to be safe there. The 1-0. This one's going to be sent into right center field. Going back on the grab is the right fielder, Luke Glasgow. And that's the first out of the top of the third as Nick Upstill comes up to the plate.
Number 23, Nick Upstill.
First pitch to Upstill. Ruocco goes, and he will slide in, and he's going to be safe. That throw just a little bit high, as it looked like if that throw was on, they would have gotten it in time. But Ruocco gets to second. That first pitch called a ball, as we have a 1-0 count on the left-handed left fielder Nick Upstill. Fastball is going to be high, ball 2. Collegian's going to get some great competition out here. The Goldpanners are a very good squad, taking on a lot of great teams. Just hosted the Utah Marshals. Actually, that's an 18U team that came up, but very talented squad with a lot of Division I talent on their team. And they came up here and had a great series with the Goldpanners. This one's going to be sent foul. And then they will welcome Pride Baseball out of South Carolina next week for another 6-game series. So a lot of baseball getting in for these kids up here in Fairbanks, Alaska. The 2-1 pitch from Miranda is going to come in, and this one's going to be chopped into right field. Going home is Ruocco. The throw home is going to be not in time. Ruocco's going to slide home, and Upstill's going to get himself an RBI single. That was just a slow roller into shallow right, giving Ruocco just enough time to round third and slide into home for the Collegians' first run of the week. Good base running there from Ruocco to steal second and then get himself in scoring position as Chatterton shows bunt. And this one gets bunted all the way above the Collegians' dugout into the beer garden there.
More information.
Collegians like to show bunt with Chatterton and Vogel, the 2 Bradley kids. A lot of speed there. Brady Miguel, also another player with a lot of speed that they are comfortable showing bunt and advancing some runners because they know that they can beat out those throws. Still just 1 out, though, with Upstill on first. This pitch is going to be thrown in, swing and a miss, strike 2. Brings up a 1-2 count. Pitch is going to be low and outside for ball 2. Chatterton 0 for 1 on the day. Popped up to first. And off goes Upstill as he finds himself in a pickle. He will slide. That ball's going to go past. Upstill will advance to third, and that ball went way past. Upstill's going to go home. And he's going to score with ease to make this a tied ball game, 2-2. Upstill, interesting situation there. He attempts to steal second. Aranda kind of cuts him off. The throw from number 18, Ryan Pierce, just goes over the head of the second baseman, and that one goes way out. That one went all the way to the warning track out in left field and gave Upstill plenty of time to round third and come home. But great base running there from Nick Upstill as Chatterton finds himself here in a full count, and he's going to take his base and put another runner on. Brings up John Gazdar. John Gazdar grounding out in the first inning. He'll try to get on base for the first time this evening. Local time currently 7:11 p.m. Still 79 degrees. Very sunny day out here in Fairbanks. And very warm as the temperature just looks like it's going to rise throughout the evening. First pitch to Gazdar is going to be way outside. Chatterton goes. He's going to slide down. That ball's going to be cut off, though, by the shortstop to make sure Chatterton does not get any more bases there. But Collegians taking advantage of their speed on the base path, and that's something that they've prided themselves on all season. We apologize. We're trying to fix the balls and strikes count on our score monitor. As the 1-0 comes into Gazdar, he's going to show bunt. That one's going to go out for ball 2, excuse me, and that gives us a 2-0 count. Gazdar with runners in scoring position has just been elite this season, and so he'll look to tack on another RBI to his name with Chatterton on second. He's going to show bunt. That one's going to go foul down the third base line, bring up a 2-1 count. Collegians had a lot of success this season in MHCBL play. Really just doing a good job dominating teams and, winning every single series that they have played this season. Only 3 losses on the year. Very impressive. The 2-1 pitch comes in, and this one's going to be high and outside. Ball 3. But this week, playing some competitive games, playing against the NoCo Roughnecks team that really played the Collegians competitive, got a win over them in that doubleheader on Saturday, 3-2. Collegians were able to get the second game 9-5, but it's good for the Collegians to have some games like this. This one's going to be chopped foul and bring up a full count.
Foul ball brought to you by Wendy's.
Goldpanners baseball, such a big part of the community here in Fairbanks in the summer. As we can see from the huge support, as this one's going to be shot into right field. It's going to take a bounce. Coming around third is Chatterton. He's going to slide, and he's going to be safe at home. RBI single from Gazdar. He's fired up, celebrating on first base, looking at his teammates in the dugout as the Collegians take their first lead of the evening. Still just 1 out. And we were talking about it. Gazdar, such an elite hitter. And right there, showing it once again. Alec Ackerman coming up to the plate. This ball's going to catch the bottom corner of the zone. Strike 1. The second ball, similar pitch, going to catch that bottom corner. Bring up a quick 0-2 count for him. Off goes Gazdar, and this one's going to go past. And they're going to tell Gazdar to stay at second, as it looked like that one maybe hit Ackerman, as he's going to take his base, and Gazdar is going to advance to second. Still just 1 out as Sean D steps to the plate. Sean D struck out in his first at-bat. He'll look to get something going. Sean D, a very good home run hitter this season for the Collegians. First pitch in from Miranda. This one's going to be high, ball 1. The 1-0. High once again, 2-0. Still just 1 out in this inning, but Collegians have shown all season long, it doesn't matter how many outs there are in an inning. They are so resilient. Whether they're down in the count, whether they have 2 outs, they will continue fighting until the end of that inning. As this 2-0 pitch comes in, it's going to be outside once more, 3-0. And we saw that earlier this week. Matt Branch was on the call with me for the game against the Generals and the Lumberjacks. Against the Generals, Collegians scored pretty much all their runs with 2 outs. I think they won that game 11-1, and 9 of those runs came with 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch comes in. That one's going to be straight down the middle. Strike one. Leading off at second is John Gazdar. At first is Alec Ackerman. In the on-deck circle is Garrett Fisher with Lane Oliphant in the hole. The 3-1 from Aranda. Going back to first is Ackerman, and a pickoff move. It seems like the first baseman, Pierce, dropped the ball before he tagged Ackerman. Ackerman really far off first base there. And testing his luck a little bit with a left-handed pitcher like Aranda. They can see that player at first base leading off. But as Ackerman tries to slide back, it looks like Pierce may have blocked him, but either way, it looks like Pierce dropped the ball and did not get the tag in, but the ump called him out, so they're going to meet with each other in the infield right now to discuss the play. They're going to say he is safe at first, and that's what I had thought initially. When I saw the play, it looked like the ball had been dropped. The 3-1. This one is going to be sliced foul and bring up a full count. The 3-2 pitch. Shot foul once again. And we're going to stay right here with a 3-2 count. Fouled once again, and Sean D just really getting the pitch count up for Aranda here. And it's going to really tire him out. This has been a long third inning for the southpaw thrower on the mound. And all these foul balls just tiring him out even more, as that one's going to be called ball 4, and that's going to load up the bases.
Number 5, Garrett Fisher.
Brings Garrett Fisher up to the plate. Garrett Fisher got a hit for himself in the second inning. Was then out at second on a fielder's choice, as they're going to have a word with Aranda on the mound. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here in Fairbanks. That'll do it for RJ Aranda out of Butte College. And Goldpanners giving him a round of applause as he comes out of the game. And they will warm up a new pitcher. Batting right now is Garrett Fisher. We'll take a quick break from Alaska. Back in Alaska after the pitching change. Bases are loaded right now as the right-handed pitcher Bobby Brown comes into the game to try and get the Goldpanners out of this predicament. The first pitch from him is going to be an off-speed one that misses the zone for ball 1. On first is Sean D. On second is Alec Ackerman. And on third is John Gazdar. In the on-deck circle is the designated hitter for the evening, Lane Oliphant. Brown on the 1-0. Fisher hacks at this one. It's going to go foul to bring up a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. This one's going to be shot into deep left center field, and that one's going to go all the way to the wall. Gazdar will score. Ackerman will score. Sean D will score. Fisher is going to go to third. He's going to slide in, and he's going to be safe on the triple. And 3 runs score. What a hit from Garrett Fisher. That thing was deep into left center. And one thing about this outfield, these balls just seem to roll once they hit the grass out there. And RBI triple from Garrett Fisher puts these Collegians up 6-2. Brown tries to come in and get him out of the hole in just one pitch. 3 runs are scored as this first pitch into Oliphant is going to be called strike 1 low into the zone. Great for Garrett Fisher. He's had a little bit of a struggle hitting this season, but particularly in the past week, he's really done a good job getting RBIs and getting on base. And so it's great to see that for his confidence. Young man out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Currently attends the University of Northern Colorado, Greeley. As the 1-1 comes in, and kind of a slow, awkward swing from Oliphant as we have a 1-2. The 1-2 from Brown. This one's going to be chopped to third. That will score Fisher. They'll get the out at first, but only 1 out. So that makes it 2 outs, and another run scores. Wow, Collegians 7 runs in this inning alone.
Number 9, AJ Russo.
This first pitch is going to be called ball 1. Ruocco comes back up to the plate. Ruocco got himself on base with a walk and then scored later off that Gazdar RBI. The 2-1. This one's going to be hit foul. 2-2. Two pitch low, ball 3, back to a full count. The full count. That one's going to be low, ball 4. Ruocco will take his second walk of the inning and get himself on base.
Number 1, Ryan Noble.
And that ball's going to be dropped, and Ruocco's going to steal second. Ryan Vogel back up to the plate, second at bat in this inning. He's 0 for 2 on the day, going to look to get something going, get on base. Collegians know what he's capable of, so definitely some confidence when he steps on the plate. And a guy like Vogel, if he can just get on base, he's likely going to get some extra bases off some stolen bases. And, I mean, if a catcher just mishandles a pitch, he's likely going to steal base. He's just that quick, that fast on the base path. But A.J. Rucco at second. 2-0 pitch comes in. This one's going to be low, bring up 3-0. And Brown just struggling to find the zone right now. Able to get one out, replacing Aranda, who gave up, I believe, 3 runs. And this one's going to dot the edge of the zone to bring up a 3-1 count. The 3-1 from Brown. And Vogel's going to chop at this one. It's going to go into deep second, shallow right. And they're able to get it out in right field for out number 3, but not before 7 runs score for Boulder to really blow this thing wide open and give themselves a 5-run lead early in this one. 7-2, Collegians lead the Goldpanners as we head into the bottom half of the third. We'll be right back from Alaska. Back in Fairbanks for the bottom of the third, as Potter will remain on the mound. First pitch in from him to Pierce is going to be hit foul. And swing and a miss there from Pierce. That'll bring up a quick 0-2 count. This one's going to be sent into deep center. Vogel looks like he'll be able to get under that one, and he will. That one is good for out number 1.
Up next, number 25, David Martin.
David Martin, the catcher, will now come up to the plate. So this first pitch in from Potter is going to be low, called ball 1. The 1-0. This one's going to be chopped foul, 1-1. The 1-1 bounces off the plate, going to hit the chest of Fisher to bring up 2-1. And Potter struggled a bit in that bottom of the second, gave up 2 runs. Already an early out here, as he'll try to get a shutout inning, as this pitch is going to catch the bottom corner of the zone. Fans upset with that one, as things are going to be evened up at 2 apiece. The 2-2. This one's going to be hit foul and going to keep the at-bat alive. Collegians gonna want their starters to go deep into pretty much every game they play this week. 6 straight games is going to really tire out the arms of a lot of these guys. They don't want to use too many relievers. It's the 2-2 set to come in from Potter, and this one's going to be outside, bring up a full count. The 3-2 is going to be hit to short under the glove of Gazdar, and it's going to go into the outfield for a single. Not sure if even if Gazdar was able to field that, if he would have been able to get it to first in time to get the out, but that one does go. Good for a base hit from David Martin. As Matai comes up to the plate, he's had a single on the day, has also scored a run. He's back up to the plate now with a runner on first. So the first pitch from Potter comes in, and this one's going to be hit down the third base line just out of reach of Ackerman. Up still handles it in left. Gazdar gets the cutoff throw as Matai gets himself a double to advance Martin to third base and put 2 runners in scoring position for Luke Glasgow.
Number 8, Luke Glasgow.
First fastball is going to be outside, ball 1. 1 out here, runner on third, that is Martin. Runner on second, that's Matai. The 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1. The 1-1 pitch comes in, and this one's going to be shot into right field. Coming home is Martin. Matai rounding third. He's going to go home. Throw is cut off by Gazdar, and 2 more runs will score for the Goldpanners to tighten things up a bit. RBI, 2 RBI single from Luke Glasgow there. Scores 2. As Travis Warner comes up, the second baseman. Off goes Glasgow, and that ball's going to be dropped by Fisher. Glasgow's going to get to second with ease. This pitch comes in. It's going to be shot up into shallow center. Getting under it is Vogel. He'll make the grab, throw back to second. It's going to go past, but Potter's going to handle it. As that one is good for out number 2. Glasgow's going to stay on second with Carson Gross coming up to the plate.
Up next, number 2, Carson Gross.
Carson Gross out of Folsom, California, also attends the University of Northern Colorado, along with the man behind home plate there, Garrett Fisher, and Ian Isdale on the team. As this one's going to go high, ball 1. Michael Potter, they'll likely try to get him to go 4 or 5 innings in this one. As I said earlier, they're going to try and get as many innings as they can out of these pitchers. So the 1-0 comes in, and it's going to be hit back foul near the press box where we're at. 1-1.
That's a Goldpanners foul ball.
One pitch. This one's going to be high and outside, ball 2. Glasgow leading off quite a bit there at second base. Potter keeping an eye on him as he takes a look over his left shoulder and goes into his windup on the 2-1 and catches him swinging there. 2-2. And Potter finds himself just 1 pitch away as Carson Gross 0 for 1 on the day, but it was a sac fly, so he has himself an RBI. Potter preparing himself for this 2-2. The 2-2 pitch comes in. Outside, ball 3. In the on-deck circle is Dominic Hughes. The 3-2. That one's going to be way inside, called ball 4. And Gross will take his base with Dominic Hughes up to the plate now to round out the order.
Up next, number 1, Dominic Hughes.
Dominic Hughes walked in the second inning. He'll look to get himself the first hit of the game. Now he's batting with a runner in scoring position. First pitch is going to be low and outside, ball 1. And Potter regrouping a bit now on the mound, just going to try and get himself together. He knows he can throw strikes. He knows what he's capable of. Just going to try and get out of this one. Keep this 3-run lead for Boulder as he goes into his windup. This one's going to be high in the zone, strike 1. Potter getting the signal from Fisher. Looking over his left shoulder into his windup. This one, it's going to be hit foul. Going for it is Ackerman near the Goldpanners dugout. And he's going to make the grab. Just out of camera shot there, but Ackerman able to make the grab over on the left field line. And that will retire the side. 2-run score for the Goldpanners. Tighten things up at 7-4. We'll be right back from Fairbanks with Nick Upstill leading off for the Collegians. quick turnaround as we head into the 4th inning of play. Nick Upstill to lead off as he hits this one up near the Collegians dugout near the beer garden, and this one's going to bounce on the concrete and go foul. Bring up 0-1.
That's a big raise, foul ball.
The 0-1 pitch from Brown. This one's going to be raked into right field. Upstill's going to get himself another single after that RBI single he had in the previous inning and get a leadoff base runner on board for Boulder.
Number 4, Jackson Chatterton.
Jackson Chatterton now going to come up. Jackson Chatterton scored on his last time on the base path. That was off of an RBI single from John Gazdar. Back to first goes Upstill. As Chatterton prepares himself for this first pitch from Brown. This first pitch is going to be in, showing bunt is Chatterton. This one's going to go foul, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chatterton's going to get under this one. It's going to go to the shortstop there. That is Carson Gross making the grab for out number 1. Upstill's going to keep himself on first base as John Gazdar comes back up to the plate. John Gazdar, as we stated, the RBI single that got Chatterton home in the 3rd inning. He comes up to the plate 1-2 on the day as this first pitch is going to be low and outside for ball 1. Upstill leading off at first. This pitch comes into Gazdar. He's going to send it straight into center field. Upstill's going to keep himself at second. And nice single, back-to-back singles there from Gazdar to get 2 runners on base now.
Number 22, Alec Ackerman.
Alec Ackerman's going to come up. Alec Ackerman, along with John Gazdar, scored off that Garrett Fisher triple in the 3rd inning. He walked on his previous at-bat and grounded out on his first. So he's 0-for-1 on the day. Takes this one for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch coming in. This one's going to be low and outside. Ball 1, excuse me. It's going to even things up. Runners on first and second. Upstill on first after a leadoff single. And Gazdar on first after he got himself a base knock. As the 1-1 pitch comes in from Brown. This one's going to be lined into right field. Going to be caught out there. That is Luke Glasgow on the grab to make it 2 outs.
Number 6, Sean D.
Sean D now comes up. He's 0-for-1 on the day with a strikeout in the 2nd inning, but got himself on base due to a walk in the 3rd and then was able to score off the Fisher RBI. Leading off at second is Upstill. First pitch comes in swinging hard there. Sean D, strike 1. Collegians, a long travel day yesterday. Flying out of Denver International Airport, then into Seattle for a 2.5-hour layover as the 1-0 comes in. This one's going to catch the bottom of the zone, strike 2. Then a nice 3.5-hour flight up here into Fairbanks. Got to rest all day before coming out to the Diamond tonight for this 6:30 p.m. matchup. The 0-2 from Brown, and this one's going to be low off the chest of the catcher Martin, but runners will stay where they're at, 1 and 2. The 1-2 from Brown. This one's going to be shot into shallow center. Upstill's going to round third. It's going to be mishandled out in center field as Gazdar's going to take one more base and go to third base. As Upstill comes home, that ball goes past. And all runners will advance and take one more base as Gazdar's going to come home. And 2 runs will score there. Still processing exactly what happened there. Was a base hit from D. D got himself to first. Upstill rounded third and came home. Gazdar was just going to stay at third, but the umps are saying that they could advance. I don't know if they're saying the ball was out of play after it was thrown over, but they're going to say Sean D can take one more run, or one more base, excuse me, and go to third. But a nice hit there from him. Behind in the count. Hits that perfect gap just over the second baseman into center field. And then the center fielder, Dominic Hughes, just bobbles that throw into the infield. And back up to the plate is Garrett Fisher. This one's going to be hit foul, 0-1. Collegians scoring a lot of runs right now. Have also given up 4, though, 2 in the second and 2 in the third as the 0-1 pitch comes into Fisher. And this one's going to be an off-speed pitch that drops into the zone for strike 1. And we know what Fisher did on that first at-bat. Perfectly placed hit deep into left center field that scored 3 runs. As on the 0-2, he chops at this one. It's going to go straight back to Brown. And routine play there as he throws to Pierce at first, but not before another 2 runs are tacked on by the Collegians. And the lead is extended to 9-4 as some children come out to round the bases here in Fairbanks. Great atmosphere out here at the ballpark. As we'll be back with the top of the 5th inning from Fairbanks. Excuse me, the bottom of the 4th from Fairbanks.
We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Denali State Bank, State Farm National, The Hot Shot, tonight's sponsor, Hoodoo Brewery, Lithia Chevy of Fairbanks, Usability Coal Mine, and Alaska Fuel Distributors. Thank you for sponsoring the Alaska Goldpanners. Make sure you head over to the beer garden to pick up some delicious Hoodoo brews. A lot of different kinds on tap over there. Go check them out. While you're at it, head over to the concession stand to pick up some food. And then hit the Goldpanners store to pick up all of your Goldpanners gear. Back to the top of the order with number 5, Garrett Cooper.
Welcome back to Fairbanks. As we went ahead and kept the mic on in the intermission there, as the kids ran around the infield, as that first pitch in from Michael Potter in the bottom of the fourth is good for strike one. Oh, one pitch coming in. This one's going to bounce off the dirt for ball one. One and one count for Michael Potter. Michael Potter remaining on the mound through 3 innings. This one's going to be hit foul once more. Bring up 1 and 2. The 1-2 pitch. And this one's going to be hit into deep short. It's going to drop into shallow center as Garrett Cooper is going to get himself a base hit.
Up next, number 33, Marco Piricello.
Marco Piricello comes up to the plate. This is the third baseman. Now with the runner on. Collegians found themselves down 2-0 in the second inning. Scored 7 third-inning runs to really blow this thing open and go up 7-2. Goldpanners responded with another 2 of their own, and then Collegians tacked on 2 more in the top of the fourth as we find ourselves now at 9-4. This one's going to drop into the zone. A great breaking ball there from Potter for strike one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss there from Piricello. Strike two. Still no one warming up for Boulder, so eyes look like they're going to keep Potter on the mound as the 0-2 comes in, and this one's going to be outside 1 and 2. Time approaching 8 p.m. Sun still shining bright out like it is noon. The 1-2 comes in and swing and a miss, strike three. And a great strikeout there from Potter. Definitely something he needed after he struggled to find the zone a little bit in the previous inning. And great to see him get a K there for out number 1. Up next is Ryan Pierce. This is the first baseman. Flew out to center field on his previous at-bat. Leading off at first for the Goldpanners is Garrett Cooper. As Potter takes a quick look over his shoulder, and this one's going to be chopped foul, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Breaking ball there, misses the zone, 1-1. Goldpanners, great facility here for baseball. Only can use it about 3 months out of the year. The bitter cold up here in Fairbanks is brutal. And a quick throw to second, and they're going to call Cooper safe at second base as Chatterton nearly gets the tag there. That puts a runner on second on a 2-1 count. Two and one, Potter into his windup. This one's going to be sent into deep center. Going back is Vogel to the warning track. He gets it. Both runners will look to tag up. Excuse me, just Cooper will look to tag up, and he'll get to third safely as Vogel catches that one for out number 2. Ryan Vogel out in center. Very busy on the day. Quite a few of pop-ups have been sent his way. That one probably the deepest. In a very deep outfield here at the Goldpanners Stadium. Not quite sure, do not see any markings of how many feet deep it is, but certainly seems like a lot of room out there in the outfield. Up to bat right now is the catcher, David Martin. Runner on third base. Potter's first pitch is going to bounce off the plate for ball 1. One 0 from Potter. And this one's going to be sent into deep right center field. That thing is going back, and it's going to bounce at the wall. Vogel's going to handle it. He's going to throw it in. Chatterton's going to cut it off. Cooper is going to score, and that'll make it 9-5. So an RBI double there from David Martin with 2 outs. Gets the Goldpanners to within 4 runs. First pitch from Potter, and this one's going to be sent into shallow left, up still. Running towards it, was not able to make the grab. Martin's going to come around and score to tack on the 6th run of the day for the Goldpanners. In a high-scoring affair here, only 4 innings through, and it's already 9-6. Luke Glasgow comes back up to the plate. As Matai was the one there to get the RBI single. This pitch is going to be high, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch coming in, this one going to be called strike 1. Caught the bottom corner of the zone. One pitch coming up from Michael Potter. He takes a look at first. This one's going to be in. This one outside. Ball 2. The 2-1. This one hit hard down the first base line and just goes foul. Evens things up at 2-2. Goldpanners kind of doing to the Collegians what the Collegians have done to teams all year, getting runs with 2 outs. And although the Collegians still hold a 3-run lead, definitely makes things a little tighter as we head into the 5th inning here, as this is going to be a base hit into center field. This throw is going to be in. Gazdar with the throw home, and it's going to be in time. Oh, Fisher drops the ball at home plate. and cannot get the secure tag as the Goldpanners tack on another run here in the bottom of the fourth. And out comes Coach Goodman for Boulder to speak with Michael Potter. And I think they trusted him to get out of this inning. A few guys warming up there in right field for the Collegians. Goodman having a word with the whole infield there as they try to regroup. Again, 2 outs, 3 runs, all scored with 2 outs. And that one just unfortunate. The throw in came to Gazdar. Gazdar's kind of slow to turn around, not sure if he thought the runner was going to go home. That was Matai who made his way around third and went home.
Up for your Goldpanners, number 4, Travis Warner.
But that brings Travis Warner up to the plate, who scored on his first at-bat. And now he comes up with a runner in scoring position now to try and make this a 1-run ball game. The first pitch in from Potter is low for ball 1. Runner on second, that's Luke Glasgow. Got himself that RBI double that scored Matai all the way from first base. And the 1-0 pitch comes in. This one high, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. This one's going to miss once more, 3-0. Preston Tenney out warming up in right field. 3-0 pitch coming up from Potter. And this one is going to be called strike 1 on the edge of the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, that one. Nice pitch, low and outside. Brings us to a full count. Potter fighting his way back into this one. Going to try to get out of this inning. Does not want another run to score. Gets his signal from the catcher, Fisher. Takes a look down into his windup. And this one's going to be sent into right field. Ruocco handles it. The throw home is going to be not in time. Fisher thinks he got the tag. Having a word with the home plate umpire there. And that was a great throw in from Ruocco from right field. And Fisher thought he got the tag, having a word there, and it looks like manager Tony Ruocco is going to come out here, and this may be the evening for Michael Potter as he pitches 3 2/3. And we'll take a quick break as Tenney will come onto the mound in place of Potter, with the Collegians up 9-8. We'll be right back. New pitcher on the mound now for Boulder. This is Preston Tenney, who will come in relief of Michael Potter. New pitcher on the mound now for Boulder. Runner on first base. That's going to be Warner. The first pitch from Tenney is going to be called for ball 1. Carson Gross batting right now, the shortstop. Second pitch comes in. This one's going to catch the top of the zone, strike 1. This pitch catches the zone as well, strike 2. And Tenney now just 1 pitch away. Takes a look over his left shoulder now at first at Warner leading off. This pitch is going to be outside, ball 2. We'll see how many innings Collegians will look to throw Tenney. Likely he'll pitch a few. Theo Dobkins currently warming up along the right field line for the Collegians, so we'll see if he'll make an entrance today. This pitch comes in, and it's going to be called strike 3. So Tenney comes in and takes care of business and strikes out that final batter. But Goldpanners go on a streak and score 4 2-out runs in the bottom of the 4th inning to make this just a 1-run ball game. We'll be right back with the top of the 5th inning from Fairbanks. Lane Oliphant now to bat as Bobby Brown's going to remain on the mound. First pitch from him, outside, ball 1. This one going to be outside again, ball 2. Oliphant sends this one into deep center, and that one is going to be caught for out number 1. Now coming up is A.J. Rucco, and A.J. Rucco
Number 9, A.J. Rucco.
walked on his first 2 at-bats, scored on his first time around the diamond. He swings at this one, and it goes foul for strike 1.
That's a Goldpanners foul ball.
The 2-1 now from Brown. That one's going to catch the edge of the zone. Strike 1. Strike 2, excuse me. Very up and down game so far. Goldpanners take a quick 2-0 lead. Back come the Collegians with 7 runs of their own. And then the Goldpanners tack on 2 more, Collegians add on 2 more, and then a big 4-run inning there in the bottom of the 4th. And that's how we get here to this 1-run ball game. That one's going to be in ball 2. 2-2 coming up for Ruocco. Into his windup is Brown, and this one's going to be into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Nice base hit there from A.J. Ruocco. And that puts 1 runner on as we go back to the top of the order with Ryan Vogel now. But if this is a sign of things to come this week in this 6-game series, we are in for a treat of baseball. 9-8 right now in the top of the 5th inning. Both teams playing extremely well on the offensive end right now. The pitch comes in from Brown, and this one way inside almost catches the left elbow of Vogel. It's going to be called for ball 1. Vogel out of Bradley University. Going back to first is A.J. Ruocco. In the on-deck circle is up still. Vogel 0 for 3 on the day. Unlike him to not be on the base path already, as this one's going to catch the edge of the zone for strike 1. And again, with Vogel, we've talked about it so much this year, how dangerous he is on the base path. I mean, it seems that if he can get a single, it almost turns into a triple, because he just, on the next 2 pitches, can get his way all the way to third easily. And there are very few catchers out there that are quick enough to even catch him. The 1-1 approaches now. Throw back to first. Pierce tries to get the tag of Ruocco. He's going to be safe back there. So Brown, a right-handed pitcher, he's going to be having to look over his shoulder there at first. Ruocco getting a very comfortable lead off there, as we're going to see if he's going to get the sign to steal. The 1-1 pitch comes in, and this one's going to be on the top of the zone, strike 2. One, two, this one to go back to first base is Ruocco. The 1-2 comes from Brown, and Vogel hits this one. It's a slow roller. Not sure how that one hits. Looks like it may have dropped foul before it entered into the infield. So count will stay at 1-2. Ruocco will remain on first. Back to first goes Ruocco, and he nearly gets the tag, and the crowd wants it. Second time in a row, the crowd's been very upset with the safe call. As we stated earlier, Ruocco with a very comfortable lead off of first. He's testing his luck with Brown, the pitcher. Maybe wouldn't be going as far if it was a left-handed pitcher, but they go back once more. This one not close, and Ruocco's going to stay where he's at. One, two. That one is low, 2-2. Long at bat here from Vogel as he tries to get himself on base for the first time this evening. Back to first they go, and Ruocco safe once more. Bobby Brown really keeping tabs on Ruocco there, making sure he's not taking any more bases. 2-2 comes in, and there it is from Vogel. He gets himself his first hit of the game with a nice single into right field to put 2 runners on for Nick Upstill.
Up to bat, number 23, Nick Upstill.
Upstill had himself a RBI single in the 3rd inning, then got a single in the 4th inning and came around and scored off the Gazdar RBI. Excuse me, the Sean D RBI. Throw from Brown's going to be way inside. Ball 1, and Vogel on first. If there was no one in front of him, he probably would have taken off right there and taken second. Has Ruocco in front of him, so Ruocco would also have to advance. A lot more difficult stealing 3rd than 2nd, so Vogel likely will stay where he's at. We'll see if they send both. Still just 1 out. This pitch comes in, it's going to go past, and both will advance. Ruocco's going to stay where he's at on 3rd. Vogel will advance to 2nd. That brings up 2-0. 17 runs already scored in this one. And we are barely halfway through this 9-inning game, the first of 6. Very exciting week between these 2 quality teams. Goldpanners been all around this year. Had some issues with COVID earlier in the season, so could not play some of their teams out in Anchorage. The 2-0 pitch comes up, and Upstill swings at this one. He's going to pop it up, and it's going to go foul into the stands.
That foul ball is brought to you by the Gold Daughters. Come for the gold, stay for the fun. Visit Gold Daughters in Fox. Open daily 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. all summer long.
Upstill's been able to get on base all 3 at-bats today. 2 for 2 with the walk. As the 2-1 comes up, and this one bounces off 3-1, so 1 pitch away from loading up the bases here. In the on-deck circle is Jackson Chatterton. The 3-1 from Brown. And it's going to be inside, ball 4. Upstill will take his base. Bases will now be loaded for Jackson Chatterton.
Jackson Chatterton.
And Chatterton comes up. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk as well. Scored in the 3rd inning in that 7-run inning. As first pitch from Brown comes in, and it looks like that may have hit Chatterton. Chatterton may have dodged that, but certainly ball 1. Still just 1 out. Collegians doing a lot of their damage with 1 out in this one, in a very tight 9-8 ball game. And Chatterton sends this one into deep right center field. It's going back, and it's going to be grabbed. Ruocco's going to tag up and go home. The throw there is not in time. Upstill's going to get up and go to 2nd. Vogel will advance to 3rd. Chatterton gets himself an RBI there off the sac fly. And that puts the Collegians at 10 runs.
Number 13, John Gazdar.
And Gazdar comes up to the plate. Will look to get himself another RBI. Got an RBI single in the 3rd. Also got on base and scored in the 4th inning. So a lot of at-bats today for the Collegians. This one's going to be in for ball 1. Collegians already their 4th time through the order just in the 5th inning. And this one's going to be sent to 3rd. The throw to 1st is not in time. Vogel's going to score. And an interesting play there. Maybe if the third baseman, Puticello, would have let that go, it would have gone foul before hitting the outfield, but he grounds it. He picks it up. So then it's fair, and then that's a long throw to first that he doesn't get in time. Gazdar is able to get to first. Up still advances to third. Vogel scores. And it is now 11-8. Off goes Gazdar. He'll get to second. Alec Ackerman now batting on a 1-0 count. Runners on second and third. Up still on third. Gazdar on second. Alec Ackerman up to the plate on a 1-0 count. The 1-0, that one's going to be low. Catch the bottom of the zone for strike one. The 1-1 pitch to Ackerman. And that one's going to go past. Coming home is up still. He's going to slide. And they're going to call him safe. Brown drops the ball there to get the tag. And that increases things to 12-8. High run-scoring innings here. And Collegians, if they can just pitch well, are definitely getting things going offensively. But Gazdar will advance to third. As the 2-1 from Brown comes up, and that one's going to drop in for strike two. Ackerman 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out in the second, lined out in the fourth. He also has a walk. This one, fastball, is going to be low and outside, and that's going to bring up a full count. 3-2 now. Runner on third, that's Gazdar. Alec Ackerman up to the plate with Sean D in the on-deck circle. 3-2 pitch coming in. Bobby Brown getting the signal from his catcher. Pitch is in, and Ackerman hacks at that one, and it comes up near us at the press box to keep the at-bat alive. And Goldpanners going through the similar situation as the Collegians. Don't want to go through too many pitchers. They're going to try and keep Bobby Brown in likely for as long as they can. 3-2 pitch. This one's going to be a grounder to short, and it's going to be mishandled. Home comes Gazdar for run number 13 as Ackerman gets himself an RBI there. Going to see if they'll rule that as a hit or not. Regardless, Gazdar scores. And the Collegians, a 4-run inning right now. What an entertaining baseball game we have right now. If you're an offensive-minded baseball fan, this is the game for you. As they come out to talk to Bobby Brown, the pitcher. 21 runs through 5 2/3. Still just 2 outs. Sean D comes back to the plate. Sean D 1 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. And then a triple, although he did take an extra base. Maybe that could have been ruled as a double. So we'll see how they record that on the scorecard. Tenney going to get some reps in now. Been sitting for a while in this long top of the 5th inning. Tenney's going to warm up and get some throws in right field. But Goldpanners are going to make another pitching change as Bobby Brown is done for the day. And really great crowd here. Goldpanners really love their players giving him an ovation coming off the field, as they did with RJ Aranda earlier. But a new pitcher will come in and he'll get some reps on the mound. So we'll take a quick break. Collegians have scored 4 runs here in the top of the 5th inning and lead the Goldpanners 13-8. New pitcher on the mound as Sean D takes a swing off him and gets a single to advance Ackerman to second. That puts 2 runners on now.
Number 5, Garrett Fisher.
Hector Garcia comes onto the mound to pitch for the Goldpanners, try and get him out of this inning. Already 4 runs have been scored. Garrett Fisher up to the plate now, already has 3 RBIs on the day. First pitch from Garcia is outside, ball 1. One-0 pitch coming up. Look over his right shoulder. Garcia goes into his motion, and this one's going to be low. Ball 2. Goldpanners just need 1 more out here to get out of this one. Two-0 from Garcia. Alec Ackerman at second, Sean D on first. This one's going to go low, and it's going to go off to the left. Ackerman's going to stay at third and not go home, but he'll advance. Sean D will also advance. That puts runners on second and third now. 3-0 count. Three and 0, 2 outs for Garrett Fisher. Fisher 2 for 3 on the day. The 3-0 coming up from Garcia. And that one's low, going to be called ball 4. And the bases will be loaded for Lane Oliphant, who comes up for his second at-bat of the inning.
Number 25, Lane Oliphant.
Oliphant flew out to center field on his first at-bat in this inning. This pitch is going to be in, low, and outside. Ball 1. So Garcia struggling to find the strike zone early in his outing right now. 4 runs have scored just in this inning for Boulder after holding a 1-run lead. They extend it to a 5-run lead, and that's another ball 2. Lane Oliphant out of Reno, Nevada, goes to the University of San Francisco, attended Reno High School. One of 3 catchers on the Collegians roster. He's playing DH today. Will most likely start tomorrow behind home plate, as this one's going to go low for ball 3. 7 straight balls thrown by Garcia. Last thing the Goldpanners want right now is to walk in a run. Certainly, especially with 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch, and this one's going to be low and inside. Ball 4. And that'll bring Alec Ackerman home. 14-8 Collegians.
Up to bat, number 9, AJ Rucco.
And we're back to AJ Rucco, who got a single in his first at-bat in this inning. First pitch to him from Garcia. That one's going to catch the zone. Strike 1. AJ Rucco goes to Cal State East Bay. Went to Legacy High School in Broomfield, close to Boulder. That one is high for ball 1. Rucco, a solid hitter for the Collegians this year. Not a big home run hitter, but Collegians did go to his alma mater, Legacy, as he swings and misses here for strike 2. Did go to his alma mater, Legacy High School, for a game against Thunder Academy early this year. And he definitely showed he's comfortable playing there. Got himself a home run, his only one of the season there. And so he'll look to get his bat on the ball, as this one is low for ball 2. As he's gotten on base all 3 times up to the plate today. Was walked on his first at-bats, scored on his first at-bat, and then got a base hit and came around the bases earlier in the inning. Oliphant at first, Fisher at second, Sean D at third. The 2-2. And that one's going to catch the inside of the zone. Strike 3. He catches Rucco looking. But not before Collegians tack on 5 more runs to make this a 6-run ball game. We'll see if the high run scoring continues, as we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th inning. Preston Tenney will remain on the mound. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Bottom of the order now. Preston Tenney remains on the mound, and this one is thrown way inside, ball 1. To Dominic Hughes, the center fielder. One 0 for Tenney. Fastball is going to go high, 2-0. Tenney came in, got the Collegians out of that inning where the Goldpanners scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-0 pitch comes in, and this one's going to catch the edge of the zone, strike 1. Two 1. This one high and away, ball 3. The 3-1. That one is going to be popped up near the third base line, and Ackerman's going to make the easy play there for out number 1. Tenney finds himself behind in the count, but catches a break there. As Hughes flies out to Ackerman. And we're back to the top of the order now. Garrett Cooper coming up to the plate. Garrett Cooper scored on his last time around the bases, got himself a single. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a base knock. As this pitch comes in from Tenney, and it's right down the middle for strike 1. Oh 1. Chopped foul, 0-2. Oh 2 count. This one's going to be grounded to Chatterton. He's going to field it and throw to D at first for 2 outs. Collegians will sling it around the bases as Marco Piaticello comes up to the plate.
Up next, number 33, Marco Piaticello.
Piaticello struck out swinging on his previous at-bat. That was to Michael Potter, his first time up now against Preston Tenney. As the pitch comes in, it's high and outside. Ball 1. One 0. That one catches the edge of the zone. Strike 1, 1-1. Preston Tenney went to Chaparral High School in Parker, Colorado. Now attends Northeast Community College. He slings this one in there. It's outside, ball 2. And the 2-1 comes in, and it's going to be high, 3-1. Found himself in this position on the first at-batter as well. Not impossible, as he will look to try to get out of it. 3-1 into his windup. And this one's tipped back. We have a full count, 2 outs. And if Tenney's able to get Piaticello out, maybe the quickest inning we've had this evening, especially in the past 3 where both teams have scored in their last 3 innings. This one's going to hit back again and keep the count at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch comes in, and that one's right down the middle. Strike 3. Piaticello knows it. And Tenney has 2 3-1 counts where he's able to get people out, catches the batter looking there, and heads to the dugout on a 1-2-3 inning from the Collegians. As we head into the top of the 6th inning now, Boulder's still up 14-8. Collegians roll through the entire order in the top of the 5th. And we're back to Ryan Vogel, and this one high. Looks like it maybe even clipped the helmet of Vogel. But just going to be called ball 1. Hector Garcia remains on the mound. And this pitch just misses, 2-0. Vogel 1 for 4 on the day, was 0-3, but got himself a nice base hit in the 5th inning, and then came around and scored. The 2-0 comes in, he swings and misses at this one, 2-1. Vogel able to score off that RBI from John Gazdar. Gets on the end of this one, and it's hit foul, 2-2. Two coming up on Vogel. As it's going to be inside, and they're going to call it strike 3. Vogel caught looking. He's a little upset with the call, but he'll walk to the dugout after out number 1.
Number 23, Nick Upstill.
Upstill now has scored 3 times on the day, has reached base every single time. He's 2-2 with a pair of walks. He scored in the last inning off that error play that got Alec Ackerman on base. This one inside, strike 1. Garcia throwing some breaking balls right now, tricking up the Collegians batters a little bit. Oh, 1. Upstill gets on the end of this one, and he sends it foul into the Goldpanners bullpen. Quick 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 to Upstill, and Garcia gets himself a pair of strikeouts to start the top of the 6th as Jackson Chatterton comes up to the plate. And Chatterton got himself sac fly RBI in his previous at-bat. He's 2 for 3 on the day, or 1 for 3 on the day, and has gotten on base with a walk, excuse me. He shows bunt here, backs it away, ball 1. The 1-0 coming up from Garcia. 1-2-3 inning from Preston Tenney in the bottom of the 5th. So no more runs were tacked on from the Goldpanners as the 1-0 pitch comes in, and this one is going to be high, ball 2. So Garcia walked his first few batters coming into the game, and now has been able to find the strike zone and really get into a rhythm. Back-to-back strikeouts to start this one. We'll see if he can continue it as he's behind on a 2-0 count to Chatterton. This one's going to be low. It's going to catch the edge of the zone. Strike 1. Jackson Chatterton, along with Ryan Vogel, went to Bradley University. First game back after a few weeks away. The 2-1 comes in, and Chatterton fouls this one to the backstop, 2-2. Chatterton worked the MLB All-Star game at Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. Was not able to play with some of the games that were occurring on the same nights as Home Run Derby and the All-Star game. It's a 2-2 from Garcia, comes up, and it's going to go through the legs of Martin and be called ball 3. So full count now In the on-deck circle, if we get there, is John Gazdar. Three-two pitch. This one's going to be chopped into center field. Rounding first is Chatterton. He'll stay there and get himself a single to avoid the 1-2-3 inning. Now up is John Gazdar, the shortstop.
Number 13, John Gazdar.
He's 3 for 4 on the day with a pair of RBIs. He has scored all 3 times around the base path. See if he can continue his positive hitting here, as Garcia prepares to pitch to him with 2 outs. This one down the middle, strike 1. Almost 9 p.m. here in Fairbanks. Sun still shining bright. Some light cloud cover. Throwback to first from Garcia. Does not catch Jackson Chatterton. 81 degrees and sunny. Very warm day up here in Alaska. As Garcia looks up and down, prepares for this 0-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2, and Chatterton steals second. Looks like he may have gotten tagged, but the ball fell out. He'll go to third after the ball goes past. The second baseman, Travis Werner, is telling the ump he got the tag before that ball flew out of his hand, but ump not having any of it, and he's going to allow Chatterton to advance all the way to third base. But it won't matter if Gazdar can't get something on this one. Down 0-2 now. The 0-2 comes in, and it's going to be sent into deep right field. Goldpanners able to get under it and catch it for out number 3. So Chatterton's able to get on base, but Collegians can't get anything else as they leave a runner stranded on third and maintain their 14-8 lead. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Collegians bring in a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 6th as Theo Dopkins, southpaw hurler out of San Francisco State University, comes onto the mound to replace Preston Tenney. His first pitch is swung on and missed by Ryan Pierce for strike 1. Second pitch, chopped foul. Quick 0-2 count now. The 0-2 from Dopkins. This one's going to be hit foul. Will remain 0-2. Oh and 2, Dopkins gets the signal from Fisher. Throw in is going to catch the left arm of Pierce, and he's going to take his base.
That accidental alley brought to you by Satterberg Law Office.
So Dopkins hits a batter in the first one he throws to as David Martin, the catcher, comes up.
David Martin.
First pitch comes in, catches the edge of the zone, strike one for Dopkins. Second pitch coming in, off-speed one will miss the zone, ball one. So third pitcher in to the game now. Michael Potter getting the start. He goes 3 2/3. Tenney comes in and pitches 1 1/3. Now we are here to Dopkins. We'll see how many he goes. This pitch is going to be in, low and outside, ball 2. No outs. Collegians lead 14-8 as we are here in the bottom of the 6th, live from Fairbanks, Alaska. This one's going to be popped up. Sean D's going to run towards it. Looks like it's going to enter into the crowd and go foul. Brings up 2 2.
That foul ball brought to you by the Goldpanners. Visit Goldpanners to enjoy some good old-fashioned gold digging. Open daily.
Ryan Pierce on first. That's the first baseman. This is the catcher, David Martin, at the plate. Left-handed pitcher, Theo Dopkins, on the mound. 2-2 pitch comes in. This one low. Ball 3. And that loads it up. Still no outs. Martin gets under this one, and it's going back. Vogel able to get under it, though. He throws it into Chatterton. And Pierce will stay where he's at, and that brings us to 1 out.
Next, number 17, Rob Matei.
Really seems like any fly ball that goes into the outfield has hit Ryan Vogel's way. Definitely getting a lot of action out there. As this pitch is set to come in from Dopkins, it's going to be low and inside, ball 1. Dopkins did not play a season at San Francisco State this year. Many Division II schools out there in California did not play this season. He hails from the Sacramento area, as Fisher's going to have a word with him. And Dopkins, a big energy guy, someone that the team really feeds off of his energy. So if you can get him going, you're likely going to see it show in the performance of the other players on the team. He's someone that when he gets a strikeout, when he gets something going, he gets pumped up. This one's going to be sent into deep left. Upstill is going to be able to get under that one. Pierce will stay where he's at, and that will bring us to 2 outs. And a runner still on for the Goldpanners. 22 runs scored in this one, and we are not even through 6. Also just the first game of 6 between the Goldpanners and the Collegians. They will play at 6:30 p.m. Alaska time. That is 8:30 p.m. Boulder time. Monday through Thursday. On Friday and Saturday, the teams will play at 7 Alaska time, 9 Boulder time. Pitch comes in, it'll dot the edge of the zone. Strike 1. The 0-1. That one's going to be chopped foul near where we are here in the press box. Quick 0-2. Pierce gets on due to a hit by pitch early in the inning. And now Matai finds himself, Luke Glasgow finds himself behind 0-2 in the count. This 0-2 pitch is in, and it's going to be outside 1-2. Luke Glasgow, the right fielder, he's 3 for 3 on the day with a pair of RBIs. So has had himself a very successful one as the 1-2 comes in, and it's going to be outside ball 2. And you can just tell from Dobkin's body language he wants this strikeout. He loves to go into the dugout, get out of innings with a strikeout. His teammates are always there to hype him up and be there, but the 2-2 comes in, and that one low. Fisher trying to sell it a bit, but cannot. It's going to be called for ball 3. The 3-2. And that one's going to be hit up. Ackerman's going for it, but it's going to go far and into the parking lot and keep us at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch, and that one's going to be high and outside, and that's going to be ball 4, and that's going to put another runner on base. And Collegians just 1 strike away from getting out of it. But Dobkins will have to wait as Travis Warner comes up now. He is 2 for 3 on the day. Got an RBI single on his last at-bat. Ryan Pierce advances to second. This pitch comes in. It's going to be shot back. Strike 1. Again, just a great crowd out here in Fairbanks, Alaska, supporting the Goldpanners as they take on the Collegians. Huvu Beer Company sponsoring the game tonight. A lot of people enjoying the festivities out on the beer deck. The 0-1 comes in, and that's a beautiful breaking ball that drops in for strike 2. The 0-2 from Dobkins. And that one looked like it may have caught the edge. Ump not seeing it, though. Ball 1. One, 2. Hit foul. Count stays where it's at. Garrett Jensen warming up there in right field. 1-2 pitch from Dopkins. Coming up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And again, that's exactly what he wants. Dugout fired up for their guy on the mound. And he does a great job in his first inning here to keep the lead for the Collegians at 6. Boulder still leads 14-8, as we'll be right back with the top of the 7th here from Fairbanks.
Tonight's game.
New pitcher comes on for the Goldpanners. This is Caden Hogan. Caden Hogan hailing out of the University of California, Davis. Hometown is Reno, Nevada. And Ackerman gets some nice contact on this one, sends it into center field for a leadoff single for Boulder. Up to the plate now is Sean D.
Number 6, Sean D.
Sean D, 2 for 2 on the day. 2 for 3 on the day. Has a walk as well. First pitch in from Hogan's going to be high, ball 1. Hogan out of Reno, Nevada, also attending Reno High School, same high school as Lane Oliphant, who is the designated hitter for the Collegians today, also plays catcher. 1-0 comes in, and this one a fastball misses. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. That one is into the zone. Strike 1. The 2-1. D gets under this one. It's going to be popped up to second. Warner's going to be able to handle it there for out number 1. Game pace has certainly sped up quite a bit since the very hectic 2nd through the 5th inning that saw each team scoring each time they came up to the plate. In the bottom of the 5th, things started to slow out a little bit as Collegians retired the Goldpanners in order. And then both teams have been shut out since then as we enter the top of the 7th. High scoring game though, nonetheless. Garrett Fisher now at the plate. Fisher walked on a previous at bat, has an RBI triple as well, as this one goes out for ball 1. Alec Ackerman leading off at first. Lane Oliphant will be able to bat against his fellow Reno High School alumni, as Fisher takes this one for ball 2. This pitch comes in, and Fisher able to get under it. This one popped way up. Should be handled by Warner, the second baseman again, and he catches it for out 2. So that retires Fisher.
Number 25, Lane Oliphant.
Oliphant still without a hit on the day. Has a fielder's choice RBI and walked on his previous at-bat. Will certainly be looking to get a hit as he does there, but he swings and misses, strike 1. Oh, 1. This one hit well, and it's just over the head of Warner into right field, and there's Oliphant's first hit of the game as Ackerman will advance to second. And that'll put 2 runners on with 2 outs.
Number 9, A.J. Rucco.
For A.J. Rucco. Runners on first and second now. Collegians will look to extend their already comfortable lead. 0-1. That one's going to be high for ball 1. One pitch from Hogan is going to be outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch, and that one's going to catch the inside of the zone, strike 1. Rucco a little upset there, but we carry on a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss there, and it looks like it was a 2-1 count. That makes it 2-2. Two-two, Hogan over his right shoulder. This pitch is in, and it's a fastball, but it's going to miss, 3-1. 3-2, excuse me, makes it a full count. This pitch, both runners take off, but it doesn't matter. That one, ball 4, and the bases will be loaded now as Rucco takes his 3rd walk of the ballgame.
Number 1, Ryan Vogel.
And we're back with center fielder Ryan Vogel at the top of the order. Vogel 1 for 5 today. Has a single. Struck out looking, but he sends this one into deep left field. At the warning track, Goldpanners able to catch it. That's Matai on the grab out in deep left field, and that retires the side and prevents any more runs from being scored. And with that, we head into the bottom of the 7th. Collegians still up 14-8. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. New pitcher on the mound as we enter the bottom half of the 7th. Garrett Jensen comes onto the mound. Young man out of Brentwood, California. Goes to San Francisco State. He pitches this one and it's popped up. Garrett Fisher getting under it, and he's able to make the grab to retire his teammate Carson Gross from the University of Northern Colorado. And a quick out number 1 now.
Number 1, Dominic Hughes.
As we get to the bottom of the order now with Dominic Hughes. Dominic Hughes 2 for 3, 0 for 2 on the day, 0 for 2 and a walk. So he'll be looking to get his first hit of the afternoon, but Jensen off to a good start. Quick first out, and he throws a strike there, 0-1. The 0-1, Jensen gets the signal into his windup, and this one's going to be grounded and just out of reach of the second baseman Chatterton, and Hughes gets himself a single for his first hit of the evening.
Number 5, Garrett Cooper.
Top of the lineup now, Garrett Cooper comes up, and he's had himself a day. A double and a single, had 2 for 3. Also scored in the 4th inning. And off goes Hughes, and it looks like the tag is going to be in time. Hughes slides hard into the left leg of Jackson Chatterton, but Chatterton able to get the tag and get the runner out at second to bring us to 2 outs. Swing and a miss there from Cooper, 1-1. And Jensen likely going to look to keep the pitch count low here as the 1-1 comes up from Jensen, and it's going to be an off-speed pitch that misses, ball 2. Two 1 from Jensen. That one misses just outside. 3-1. In the on-deck circle is Puticello, the third baseman. This is Garrett Cooper, the designated hitter. He's also a right-handed pitcher. So the 3-1 comes into him, and he hacks at this one. And the count is all loaded up.
That's a Goldpanners foul ball.
With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
No reservations necessary. Visit Goldpanners open daily 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
3-2 pitch. That one's going to be high, ball 4. And Cooper will take his base. And Puticello comes up to the plate. Was struck out looking to retire the side in the 5th inning by Preston Tenney. As he'll look to bounce back here. First pitch comes in, that one's going to be high. Ball 1. Puricello out of Rockland, California, goes to Fresno State and plays in the Mountain West Conference out there. This one's going to catch the top of the zone, strike 1. 2-1. Piercello hacks at this one. Brings up a 2-2 count. 2 outs. As Jensen looks to retire the side here. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Jensen hits him with a nasty breaking ball there to strike him out and retire the side. And that's a great debut inning there from Garrett Jensen. As we head into the top of the 8th inning, game has slowed down a little bit run-wise, but Collegians still maintain a comfortable 6-run, 14-8 lead. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Up still leads off for Boulder in this top of the 8th. The first pitch is going to be in, called strike 1. And Travis Warner is going to come in to the mound. He was at second base as he throws a breaking ball there. A quick 0-2 count on Nick Upstill. The 0-2 pitch comes in, and Upstill slings at this one, and it's going to go just foul down the third base line and keep us at 0-2. This fastball low and inside, ball 1. Upstill pops this one up into shallow left, and it's going to be handled out in third base for out number 1.
Number 4, Jackson Chatterton.
And Travis Warner out of Glendale, Arizona. He goes to Yavapai College down in Arizona. He gets his first out there as he is listed as an infielder, but throwing him on the mound right now as Chatterton comes up and he pops this one up to shortstop. It's Carson Gross going to be able to get the grab there, out number 2. Game has really sped up since the bats were flying early in the game. The pitching has really calmed down, and relievers have done a good job. As Gazdar comes up to the plate, looks to get himself another RBI to add to this 3 RBI outing he has so far. This one low, ball 1. Second pitch low and outside, ball 2. Gazdar popped up to right field on his last at bat. Two-0 pitch comes in, and this one low and inside. I'm going to call it ball 3. 3-0 for Gazdar. Alec Ackerman in the on-deck circle. This pitch comes in. Gazdar sees it go by. It's called strike 1. Current time, 9:30 p.m. Lights are not even on here in Fairbanks. As Gazdar grounds this one to third. It is handled easily and thrown to first for out 3. So Travis Warner, the second baseman turned pitcher, comes in and gets the first 1-2-3 inning of the evening for the Goldpanners. And we'll head into the bottom of the 8th, where Garrett Jensen will remain on the mound. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Jensen remains on the mound as he pitches in this bottom of the 8th. This one's going to be popped up and go foul. Ryan Pierce at bat, the first baseman. So he finds himself down 0-1. A 1 pitch from Jensen. And Pierce rakes this one into deep left center. Going after it is Vogel. Vogel will get it off the wall. He'll throw it in to second base. Going to be gathered by Chatterton. But Pierce gets himself to second base for a leadoff double. And a good way to start off the bottom of the 8th for the Goldpanners if they want to start to cut into this large 6-run Collegians lead. But we've seen them put up 4 runs in an inning. They put up 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Have been shut out ever since, but we know that they are capable of putting up a lot of runs in a short time. First pitch coming up from Jensen. This one a fastball and just misses outside. Ball 1. Jensen on the 1-0. And this one's going to be chopped foul, 1-1. Jensen did a great job in his first inning. Walked one batter, but was able to... Well, Dominic Hughes was thrown out at second off a great throw from Garrett Fisher. And then the last batter, Marco Piricello, was struck out by Jensen to retire the side. And so Dobkins and Jensen, with back-to-back strikeouts to retire the side. So relievers showing up in a big way for Boulder. This one's going to be sent foul, 1-2. Collegians in their away baby blue uniforms, Goldpanners in their red home uniforms. Going to be interesting to see if they switch it up at all. Goldpanners will be the home team for all these games. This one's going to be low, ball 2. Two and two, Jensen into his windup, and this one's going to be shot into left field. Diving for the catch is up, so he can't make it. Drops right in front of him, though, so he's able to gather it. Pierce advances to third, and David Martin gets himself a single. So quick 2 runners on now for the Goldpanners, and are making things a little interesting in the bottom of the 8th.
Hitting number 29, Grady Morgan.
Pinch hitter comes up now. This is Grady Morgan. Goes to Chico State. He is batting in place of Matai, as this one is in for strike 1. Oh, 1. This one's going to be tipped foul. 0-2. Still no outs. Runners at the corners. It's Ryan Pierce on third, David Martin on first. Up to bat is Grady Morgan. And he's behind on an 0-2. The pitch from Jensen. Outside, ball 1. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 2. Strike 3, excuse me. And that makes it 1 out. Great strikeout from Jensen there. Definitely needed that. Any contact on the ball surely would have scored Pierce. But Jensen gets the job done there and gets an out. Up now is Luke Glasgow, who has gotten on base every time he's come up to the plate. 3 RBIs on the day, a pair of doubles and a single, as well as a walk. This first pitch from Fisher is low and outside for ball 1. One-0 coming up from Jensen. This one is going to be shot into left field. Pierce is going to score with ease. Rucco rounds it up and throws it into the infield all the way to Alec Ackerman at third base. Only 1 run will score. Martin will advance to second base. And Goldpanners get 1 back here to cut the Collegians' lead to 5.
Up next, number 4, Travis Warner.
Travis Warner coming up now, the second baseman turned pitcher. Came onto the mound in the previous inning. And the 1-0 pitch approaching from Jensen. This one in and tipped back 1-1. One coming up from Jensen. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss, strike two. Goldpanners get one back in this inning to cut the lead to 14-9. First run in over 3 innings from either squad. The 1-2 pitch from Jensen coming in and swing and a miss, strike three. And he gets Travis Warner swinging there for his second strikeout of the inning, his third of the day. And now Carson Gross comes up and going to try to make some more noise for the Goldpanners. Pitch comes in, and this one is popped up into center field. Running after it is Vogel, and he's going to get under it with ease to retire the side. So Collegians survive possibly more damage being done by the Goldpanners and only give up 1 run in that inning. Still maintain a 14-9 lead as we head into the final inning of play, the top of the 9th inning, with the Collegians now up 14-9. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. Top of the final inning of play as we have Alec Ackerman coming up to bat, the third baseman. First pitch, he swings hard at that one. Travis Warner remaining on the mound, but 0-1. As we approach the end of this very entertaining first matchup. This one sent foul, 0-2. First matchup in this 6-game series. And Goldpanners already throwing an infielder on the mound, but he does well, gets a 1-2-3 inning on his first outing. And now is back on the plate, and Ackerman pops this one up to deep short. Gross calls it off and handles it for out 1. And this ball is going to be sent into left field. As Nolan Ackerman, younger brother of Alec Ackerman,
Number 5.
gets a base hit on his first at-bat of the season. Comes out to help the Collegians and comes in as a pinch hitter for Sean D. And gets a hit. This ball is going to drop in there for strike 1 to Garrett Fisher. This ball is going to be hit foul, 0-2. Fisher smacks this one foul near the Goldpanners dugout and keeps this at an 0-2 count. Garrett Fisher probably with the play of the day with that deep shot into left center field triple that scored 3 runs for the Collegians. That was back in the 7th inning. And he sends this one down the right field line, and it's going to go foul on the right field side near where the Collegians are warming up. That is Luke Lubker warming up now. Going to probably come in and try to get the save for Boulder. 0-2 from Warner. And this one way inside, nearly clips the left knee of Fisher, but called ball 1. Runner on first, that's Nolan Ackerman. One, two comes in, and swing and a miss, strike 3 from Fisher. And that is good for out number 2.
Number 25, Lane Oliphant.
Oliphant takes this one for strike 1. Oliphant got his first hit of the game on a nice single into right field as he takes this second pitch for ball 2. One. Oliphant makes some good contact with this one, but it's going to die out in shallow center field and be caught by the Goldpanners for out number 3. So we'll be right back. Luke Lubker is going to take the mound and try to get the save for the Collegians as we head into the final inning of play here from Fairbanks, Alaska. Collegians hold a 14-9 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. We'll be right back from Fairbanks. We are in the final inning of play as Luke Lubker comes onto the mound. Dominic Hughes shows bunt. Ackerman with a barehanded pickup down the third base line, and he can't make the throw to his brother at first. And Hughes gets a leadoff bunt to get a runner on first.
Number 19, Reese Kent.
And a pinch hitter comes up. This is Reese Kent now. Gonna bat in place of Garrett Cooper. He gets some contact on this one and sends it foul. 0-1. Luke Lubker on the mound out of Regis University. Has a unique throwing style, submarine style on the left side, and this one's shot right back to him. Chatterton fields it, and they get the force out at first as Hughes advances to second.
Number 6, Chase Rodriguez.
Chase Rodriguez now comes up to the plate for his first at-bat. He's a pinch hitter out of Dixie State University. Hometown is Las Vegas, Nevada. His first pitch is in, and it's sent into deep left center. Going under it is Vogel, and he makes the great running grab to keep Hughes at second base. What a grab there from Ryan Vogel. That ball looked like it was soaring into that left center gap, and Vogel uses that speed of his to catch up to it and give us 2 outs as Ryan Pierce comes up and tries to keep this game alive with a runner on second. Pierce with a double and scored that 9th run for the Goldpanners in that last at-bat, but he grounds out to second here. Chatterton makes the throw to Ackerman at first, and Collegians steal game 1 in this 6-game series here in Fairbanks. Great game from the Collegians. Great work from the relieving pitchers to come in and take care of business, and the bats were swinging today, surely, for this Boulder Collegian squad. Collegians done with now game 1 of 6 this week in Boulder, or in Fairbanks, excuse me. And they'll get set for game number 2 tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Alaska time, 8:30 p.m. Boulder time. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream. Our personal hotspot crashed a little bit on us, but it is all good and running now, and will be good to run tomorrow evening as well. So please tune in to the stream. We want to thank you guys for listening. You viewers make it possible for us to put this stream on, and we want to thank you guys for your support of the Boulder Collegians all season long. With that, the Collegians are 1-0 on the week in this 6-game series, and they'll come out to the ballpark to try and steal game number 2 tomorrow. As for everyone at the Boulder Collegians, we want to thank you guys for listening, and we will see you tomorrow on the stream. Have a good one.